So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make Steve from Minecraft. Again, we can see we have this figure that's completely movable here, along with the ability to hold different items or tools that we can make with it as well. So as we go about and make this, then we're going to go in our Onshape, and you can see we're making it in different parts. And the reason we're making it in parts like this is for our 3D printing purposes. The holes that I've chosen are so that we can use a paper clip to make our joints. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new space down here. So we're going to create a new part studio, and we're going to replicate all those parts that I'm showing you now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build the body portion of it. So I'm going to place a sketch on my front plane. I'm going to do a 3" by 1" square. I'm going to a rectangle. I'm going to extrude this a 1/2 inch. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create that gap for his legs. So I'm going to create the same sketch on the top of that surface. I'm going to draw this, and I made this 0.063, the reason being that's a 1/16 of an inch, and 1.5. Now I need to center this, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of math here in order to do it, but I'm going to come to my side, and if I know that I made this 1 inch and I'm taking a 1/16 away, I'm simply going to come up here, and I have 15/16. I'm going to divide that by 2 then. So it'd be 0.46875. So I'm going to do 0.46875, and that gives me it centered. So now I'm going to do my extrusion as a removal and completely remove. The next part I'm going to do is do that neck, the joint for the neck. So I'm going to place a sketch on the top of it again. I'm going to use my rectangle tool. Oh, there's my center point. I want to get off of that. And from here, I'm going to do 0.5, or I'm sorry, 0.25 by 0.5 inches. And again, I'm going to center that. So for 1 inch, that is 0.75. So we can clear out our calculator, and we can go 0.75 divided by 2, it should be 0.375. And we're going to come here, and we're going to go 0.375. I'm going to extrude that the same amount of my body now and make that a 1/2 inch direction 2. And I'm going to do that as an addition on this. So as we can see, that is the basic of basic setup for my body. The next thing I'm going to do is place my sketch down on my front again, and I'm going to make those arms. Now both arms are exactly the same size, but they do have different features in them. So I'm going to draw my arm, which is going to be a 1/2 inch by 1.5. So 0.5 by 1.5 inches. And I'm going to extrude this the same as my body, which is a 1/2 inch. So what we're going to do now is we're going to place that other sketch on the front. We might as well do the other arm at the same time. And again, we're going to do our 0.5 by 1.5 extruded our 1/2 inch. So now we need to create those holes, and we're going to do the same sketch on all of these. So I'm going to do this sketch on my side. We're going to orientate it, and I'm going to do a circle here. For that paper clip, I'm going to do 0.125 inches. I'm going to make sure that is centered from the top. I'm going to make sure that's 1/4 inch down, or 0.25, and coming from the side here, I'm also going to be at that 0.25. I'm going to do that extrusion as a removal going through that part. And in the next video, I'll continue working on our Steve.